Many men hesitate to commit to a serious relationship with a contemporary lady when it comes to modern relationships. The artificial beauty of the modern woman attracts most men, but the Sigma guy is all too aware of what lies underneath. The Sigma male is a self-reliant, brilliant individual who rejects conformity and blindly follows his own path. He doesn't tolerate or elevate the attitude of the modern woman. The reasons for avoiding modern women by Sigma men are numerous, but the top 12 are as follows. First, they are susceptible to any wealthy man. Sadly, it is not unusual for modern women to fall madly in love with a man who has a sizable bank account. Whether or not a man has other desirable traits, they are frequently far too readily seduced by financial wealth and showy gifts. While it's possible that not all women feel this way, it happens often enough for most men to steer clear of these kinds of partnerships. These ladies choose partners not with their hearts but with their finances. This raises a major red signal to a Sigma man and shows her lack of self-worth. There is nothing wrong with a woman desiring to have financial stability, but contemporary women frequently lack emotional stability and are too eager to compromise their own principles in order to achieve financial security. They frequently make materialistic decisions that some guys find repulsive, whether it is purchasing a wanted purse or taking a luxury vacation. In addition to being a major turnoff, it also shows the woman's lack of character. 2. They put too much emphasis on their appearance. These women frequently have an obsession with taking the ideal Instagram selfie and follow the latest fashions in beauty without considering the effects of severe diets and cosmetic procedures. Since they are more drawn to a woman's inner attractiveness than her outward looks, Sigma males perceive this to be unappealing. Taking care of one's body and appearing nice are obviously vital, but Sigma men prefer women who are at ease with who they are and don't obsess about unimportant things like beauty standards. Many men find these women's tendency to be quick to critique their bodies to be a significant turnoff. Her fixation with physical beauty frequently affects other aspects of her life, and Sigma males are not interested in her shallow priorities. 3. They put too much pressure on a man. Contemporary women frequently have very high standards for males and hunt for the ideal spouse, whether that be someone who is wealthy, attractive, or educated. These ladies have unreasonable expectations of future spouses. Because they don't think that perfection is possible, Sigma men reject this unattainable standard. They would rather have a relationship built on respect and understanding between the two people rather than trying to live up to someone else's expectations. High expectations are acceptable, but expecting perfection is just unattainable. They don't want to be categorized or made to feel unworthy due to their appearance or lack of resources. This is why Sigma men tend to avoid modern women and favor relationships with those who have more reasonable expectations. 4. They frequently attempt to influence their partner's choices and actions. Some women are frequently overly possessive, seeking to tell their partner what to do or not do. The men of the Sigma can't stand this kind of possessiveness. They are looking for a woman who will give them the freedom to think and act independently without always interfering. Relationships should be based on respect for one another, not one person attempting to dominate the other completely. Sigma guys don't like being told what to do and how to act all the time since it will only make them resentful and frustrated. They considerably prefer a spouse who respects their autonomy and doesn't manipulate or pressurize them into making decisions. Sigma males frequently withdraw or end the relationship completely when they encounter this kind of conduct. They don't grasp what independence is, which brings us to number 5. Contemporary women are too willing to trade their freedom for security and rely too heavily on males, both financially and emotionally. Sigma guys are attracted to a woman's power, tenacity, and self-sufficiency. Thus they find this lack of independence unattractive. A woman searching for someone else to care for her or fill the emptiness in her life won't get a Sigma man to commit to her. He wants to be with someone who is confident in herself and can face obstacles in life without constantly needing support. This independence is frequently absent from this kind of woman, which makes it challenging for Sigma men to take such partnerships seriously. While having a partner to support you is wonderful, modern women carry this dependence too far, and Sigma males won't stand for that. Number 6. They are dependent on social media and their phones. Many women are addicted to their phones all the time, scrolling through Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. He loves his privacy as a Sigma man and will not put up with anyone who is not in the present. He doesn't require continual reassurance from others or to constantly check his phone. He will probably withdraw if he observes that a woman is more preoccupied with her phone than with their connection. Being able to tune out the noise of daily life and concentrate on another person is a sign of a strong connection. It's reasonable that some women rely on their own brands to support themselves, but occasionally it can go too far. For many men, trying to appear flawless online is unattractive and they will frequently find someone else who is more in the moment. Number 7. They are highly sensitive and exaggerate small things. Some women frequently assess things too quickly and take offense when they aren't meant to be offensive. It's this kind of hypersensitivity that the men of Sigma just cannot tolerate. They don't want to constantly be on guard against offending the woman and walking on eggshells. When someone is always on edge, it can be challenging to emphasize honesty and transparency in relationships. How can a man believe that a woman won't take things out of context or exaggerate them if she takes everything personally or gets upset too easily? Sigma finds it tough to be himself because of his sensitivities, which is why he frequently chooses companions who are less dramatic. In case things go well, they maintain in touch with ex-partners for too long. Typically, Sigma men are over their ex-partners and have no desire to maintain contact with them. They don't want to be in a circumstance where they are continually making comparisons to a former partner or feeling unworthy of the lady they are now dating. The Sigma man will not be prepared to continue in the relationship if a woman keeps in touch with her ex-partners in case they may patch things up. He loves loyalty and trust, which are hard to provide to someone who isn't really ready to go on. Because of this, he frequently decides to terminate a relationship rather than continue one in which he lacks security. Even if not all women who maintain touch with their ex are doing so with malice aforethought, Sigma men will still stay away if they detect any residual uncertainty or reluctance. Number 9. They don't value what they already have and instead concentrate on what they desire more of or don't have. Many women have a tendency to take for granted the things they have. This can range from having a reliable work to living comfortably in your own home and taking lavish holidays. Those who don't value what they already have transmit the message that there is never enough, and Sigma men won't put up with it. A Sigma man who values contentment and present-focused living will never find this acceptable. It's normal to want more from life, but a Sigma prefers a partner who can also enjoy and value the things they currently have. It's fantastic to have huge, better dreams, but not if they cause one to ignore what is already there. A woman raises a big red flag for a Sigma if she can't pause and appreciate the occasion. 10. They don't have meaningful conversations. What could be worse than a spouse who talks non-stop but never about anything important? While Sigma males are drawn to intelligent, insightful women, they won't be interested in a rambler who doesn't contribute anything of real worth to the conversation. Instead of pointless small talk, they want someone who has actual thoughts and opinions. As they say, it's not about what you say, it's about what you mean, applies here. A Sigma man won't be impressed by someone who can loudly fill a room without giving it much attention. He seeks a person who is capable of critical thought and knows when to keep silent and listen. In the eyes of the elite, being able to communicate your thoughts and the reasons behind them is a desirable attribute. A woman who lacks this is probably not worth the effort. 11. They have a tendency to be entitled. Despite the fact that everyone should be treated with respect and dignity, Sigma guys are turned off by people who act as though the world owes them something. Being entitled is not appealing at all and can cause miscommunication and conflict. Someone who expects the world to cater to them won't get very far with them since they value hard effort and humility. Being grateful and modest toward them will go a long way. A Sigma guy understands the value of standing up for oneself, but he prefers partners who are able to do it without demanding anything in return. Sigma will be suspicious of a woman's motives if she is continuously seeking privileges or preferential treatment and will decide to avoid her. 12. They are not emotionally mature. While being emotionally mature does not prevent a woman from experiencing sadness or vulnerability, it does imply that she has learned good coping mechanisms. The pressures of modern culture cause modern women to deal with this frequently. The ideal partner for a Sigma man is someone who has developed their own strategy for dealing with life's ups and downs without losing it completely. Despite their tremendous independence, Sigma men yearn for deep emotional ties and want a partner who can connect with them on that level. A male cannot trust a woman with his affections if she is unable to control her emotions in a mature manner. Not that all contemporary women are incapable of emotional maturity, but it is something to be mindful of. Sigma males need a partner who won't take advantage of their weakness or use it as an excuse for her own anxieties, because they tend to be more guarded with their emotions. A woman might have what it takes to woo a Sigma man if she can show emotional balance and consciousness.